Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing. You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Browns.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. For the first time with Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looking to throw. And this one's incomplete. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away.
And partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And the Browns getting set to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 37 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
After the run, Goff going to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it. The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. Off play action, here's Goff. And this time he's got the hook up, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy with the right foot in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To Johnson again. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make?
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This one taken from the 7. Are you kidding me? And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw on second down is gone. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 29 yards that time.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 3rd and long. It's gone.